All right, so I spent some time leveling up all my armor and stuff. I went to my XP farm and gathered a bunch of XP. I enchanted, my items. Then I wanted to hydrate my gas to have them like flying around. Thought it'd be pretty cool. So put them in some water in different places just to make sure they would spread out. I didn't know where they would anchor to, like where they would really stay around. I made them some name tags for when they were done, and then I went hang out at my iron farm, and all of a sudden they started, floating around. So I thought that was really cool. I chased them for a little while to try and get the name tags. It was very hard to get them close, but the name tags, like I feel like I might have wasted them because you have to get really close to see them. But it's still cool to watch them fly around. Then I decided to go on some treasure hunting. So I found a couple ruined portals, and I found some treasure. And so now I am completely stocked up. Here is everything that I'm taking with me into the Nether. I have my diamond armor, which has a few different protections on it. It's not all the way full, but it's close. Shield. We got two different pickaxes. This is just a backup. Sword. Everything's enchanted. But then I'm also bringing these things. I thought it'd be worth having. So my gas, they don't really go past the water. I did want to say that. They stay like right here. And also something I did having that iron farm. Let me show you my villagers. All right, so my toolsmith. I mainly use him to trade iron for emeralds, but he does have a couple tools that are enchanted. And then if we go over to my weapons master, he has axe and sword, which again they both have enchantments, and I also use him for iron whenever he runs out. So they only give you so many emeralds, and then they have to restock. So now I have all these. Also, my armor, I can trade iron for emeralds, and he has a full diamond gear now, which are all enchanted, so it's pretty nice. So I can get full diamond gear. So if something happens in the Nether and I got to come back, I can get full diamond gear from my armor. So I thought that was pretty cool. The only guy I haven't really leveled up is my farmer. I haven't really messed with him too much. I have to go, harvest a bunch of wheat, which I'm thinking I'm gonna do a redstone wheat farm to make it easier. So I just flip a lever and it'll harvest all of it for me. So that's about it. And I had built. You can see this weird thing in the background. That's where I was hiding while the iron farm was running. So I just built that little thing to stay up there. That way I could get away from the keyboard and just let it run. But let's go ahead and head into the Nether. All right, so my strategy that I was digging, had somebody tell me that it wasn't too great because I didn't really look around. I was like digging, hoping to like pop out into a fortress. So we're gonna go to one of the coordinates on that 230 mark, and we're gonna go search around. All right, so I made it back to the forest where I was killing all the Endermen, and there's this big black space right here, and I feel like we need to kind of go this way because it is open. So we're gonna explore this area a little bit. I'm kind of gonna work my way this way, and I'll get back with you once I get kind of over there. All right, so I was making this trail here, and I started making this wall, and noticed that fire was being shot at me. And so check this out. Look right there. That's a fortress. There's blazes in there, which is perfect for the next. Oh, oh, okay. They're shooting at me. It's perfect for our next spot. So I need to make some kind of little base or checkpoint. So we're actually going to make it kind of back here, which is close to kind of where I was hunting for Enderman. So we're going to do it right here on the top of this tree. We'll make a little checkpoint spot. And I mean, you can't really see anything, but I'm guessing there's a fortress right there. So let me make a little base, something just real quick to put some stuff in. All right, so I'm dropping off all my extra gear. Anything that I don't need, well, I probably might need this potion. But anything that I don't need while I'm in the fortress, I'm leaving it here. Extra shield, extra boots. All right, so I've taken everything out that I don't think I need while on this trip. I left some food, some extra boots and stuff. And just basically, I'm, ready to try and fight these blazes. So I made this little weird hut thing. And my mic cut out, so I'm going to do a quick overview of everything. I made my way down to the fortress, did like a staircase, so it'd be easy in and out. Those blazes were still there. I didn't know if they were going to be there or not, but you'll see them in a second. And I really wasn't sure exactly my plan of attack, so I kind of moved over and was like thinking about what I should do. And they actually came out, so I panicked, went straight in there, and a wither was there. And I thought I was dead at this point because I saw the black hearts. I didn't know when they hit you, you get this like poison effect that happens. So I finally gathered my senses, ran down the hallway, saw these blocks, and I remembered if you block the hallway, the wither is 2.5 blocks tall, so it can't pass. So I blocked it off and used this strategy of shooting it through the blocks, which worked pretty good. And I ended up killing the blazes too. They didn't drop any blaze rods, so I was just in a full panic right here. And then I'll show you in a minute, but you couldn't see how dark it is. Like I went and tried to change the brightness, but I already had the brightness all the way up, and like I was just panicking. So like this right here is edited in after the fact. Now look, this is what I was seeing. Like this is my actual view. This is how dark it is. It was crazy, but lightened it up like this so that you could see it better in the episode. So I found some nether wart. I got all that, and like a noob, I put my back towards the new hallway, and I got hit by another wither right here, and I freaked out, didn't know what was going on, so I ran back down this tunnel. I made this kind of blockade so nothing could get through, just to make it easy patches back. Wasted my healing potion because it doesn't heal withers, and went back and realized it's blocked. So I quickly took care of that wither, and then I proceeded to explore more of the fortress. Now, again, it is so dark. It's hard to really explain the fact that you couldn't see. So I'm just wandering around, dropping torches where I could. Now, as I'm going through here, I'm checking everything, looking for chests, and I found a couple, but they really didn't have any good loot. I was very confused because it was kind of a bunch of junk. So then I proceeded to press on, even though it's dark. I mean, what you're seeing is edited, but I did this method of hiding behind some blocks and shot a blaze, and it finally dropped a rod. Luckily, it stayed on the path, so I got it. And like I figured I was out in the open. I started freaking out. I was like, okay, let me drop some torches, and I could barely see in front of my face. And right when I could see the edge of that sword, the wither was already on me. So I had made a little bridge again. So I run back and make it to that bridge way over there from the tunnel I came in. And every time I passed the tunnel, I would block it off if I explored it so that I would know not to go there. But I put these three across the top so it couldn't pass. And then I would just run back and fight it there. A little bit later, I try to make like a bridge kind of right here so that they can't go past it. But I take care of this wither again. Did not get a skull. I thought I'd get a skull from this. Didn't. So I went to the end of that kind of bridge, and I figured like there's got to be a spawner or something in here. I lit it up really well so that I could see. I should have made more of a stronghold right here before I headed up, and I should have brought that nether wart back. As I go further and further, I should always go back to my checkpoint and drop stuff off. It just would be easier, but you can see the blaze spawner at the top. Now, what happens is about a 30-minute battle of me dropping blocks to block their view and trying to shoot them, hit them. Finally, I got tired of it and I rushed in. As you can see right here, I'm burning up. I don't have any like fire resistance potion, and I'm just trying to kill one or two. And I think I got overconfident at this point and didn't realize one was behind me. And then finally, it was too late. So we got one trapped. Oh, and I died. Okay. Man, that was so hard. Okay. I don't think any of my gear survived. It doesn't look like it. So I think we're going to have to end it here. As unclimactical, I guess, as that is. That's about all I can do. So I need to go more prepared, more blocks. I need to figure out a way to fight them. But I now know where the fortress is. I know where the spawner is. So that's going to make it a lot easier for me moving forward. So luckily, I have enough gear to be able to go back into the nether and be able to fight them. But this time I need to make sure my sword doesn't have knockback on it. I'll tell you what, it is a bummer to that's too close, to be able to find the fortress and everything, have two blaze rods, and then it's all gone. So that's why I made that little checkpoint spot, so I can go back. I have a bunch of gear there. I know I need a lot more torches because of how dark it is, but we're gonna have to end it here. But I found a fortress. That's a big deal, so we can get blaze rods and we can move on past level 8. But that's the end of this episode. So thanks for watching. And they had a lot kind of go on, and I hope we can get all those blaze rods and continue past level 8 in the next episode.